On YouTube. We back at it again with another one. We gonna react to this little clip I came across today. Um, I'm gonna give y'all my opinion. Y'all know I want to hear y'all opinion down in the comments, man. Y'all know I want to hear what y'all think. Make sure you like, subscribe. And let's get straight into it.
Uber. Yeah, well, call an Uber here. You ain't even tell me they was here in the first place. I ain't got to tell you that. They live here. It's a package deal. It doesn't matter. The same way when y'all ask females, is they kids there, is the kids sleep, you should let the female know the same thing. And I ain't got to let them know nothing. I ain't gonna lie. Like what? My kids, they live here. Where my phone at? My kids live here. I'm gonna post you. My kids live here. You're weird. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. Post me. Okay. Guess what? They gonna hop in my DM. Okay. Real father, real man, feed my kids. You sound considerate. Matter of fact, make a post about this and ask all men, ask men who should eat first, the kids or the woman. A guest at that. They would say, a guest at that. I just met you though. We ain't in no full relationship. It doesn't matter. What you talking about? You a guest. The whole point is they didn't say they were hungry. I said I was hungry. I asked you to cook for me, not them. Bro, listen, like I said, my kids gonna eat first. Y'all gonna eat first, you hear me? And if somebody come to y'all house, y'all better feed y'all kids first. That's weird. You hear me, Jason? Jason, you hear me? Yes, you hear me? Jason, you hear me? Your dad is weird. Just know if you ever get y'all dad got y'all regardless. Make sure your friend eat first. I ain't gonna put no woman over y'all. Yeah. Just like my mama put a man over me. I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, bye. Okay, bye. It's okay, bye. It's okay, sir. Bye. It's okay, sir. What's wrong with her? Like my kids ain't gonna eat first. He's not. He's not. Call an Uber. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I feel like they was both. That was wild on both of their parts. Because first of all, right, it's bad enough when you arguing with your children's mother in front of your children. It's all a way out of bounds when you arguing with a female who not even a mama. Like that's crazy in front of them. You know what I mean? She was out of pocket. I mean, how you going? First of all, this dude just stated he ain't even known you that long, and you come over his house and you telling him to make you some food. His kids there, you telling him to make you some food, and then he make his kids some food, and you mad at him for making his kids some food and feeding his children. You know it, whether you a female or you a male. You know when you deal with a person who have children, they children are coming first. If they're not your children, the children is always going to be put before you. That is what it is. If you want to step into a relationship with a person who has children, you have to understand that. The children are always going to come before you. You know? Unless you end up having another child by this person. Then it's like a package deal. Everybody got to be round up together. You know what I mean? Now, if you end up marrying a person, the spouse is supposed to come before the children. You know what I mean? But if it's just a situation like this where y'all just dating and stuff like that, like I don't understand this. Like I don't understand this. This is wild. You know what I mean? This is insane. You know what I mean? Like how is this girl sitting up here talking about she mad at him because he fed his children before her. Like what you really thought he was gonna give you preferential treatment over his kids? You know what I mean? You thought you was gonna be first class, right? And on his part, it's like, bro, why would you even let a woman come into your household, and your children live there? Like he said, you just a guest. I just met you. You know what I mean? Wooty woo. Why would you invite her to your crib? And you got her in the crib with your kids. Like you gotta understand, if you a single father and your kids live with you, you got to understand that, especially if they live with you full time and they don't have nowhere else to go, the mom don't get them or whatever. And if the mom do get them, you just gonna have to do your thing on your spare time when you got time, bro. When you have children, like people who have children, you got to start understanding that because you made the decision and did the things you did to have children, like that stuff come with consequences, man. You might have to lay off of dating or only date on your spare time. You know what I mean? And then when you date, you might just have to go get that itch scratch. You can't be thinking in your head like, oh, I'm trying to have a real relationship and fall in love. You got children to worry about. How you out here trying to fall in love and you got children to worry about? Worry about your children. I can see if, you a man or whatever, and you got children, and the mother of the children come get them on the weekends, right? Because they young boys and they need to be raised by a man, right? You got to do your due on the weekends. You got to be able to tell the women you dealing with, hey, look, I got kids. If you want to deal with me, you know what I mean? You got to understand that I only got my weekends free. Now on the weekends, I can plug you with something crazy. You know what I'm saying? I can put something crazy on you. You know what I mean? But, during the week, man, I ain't got time. Same thing for a female who got children. If you got your children full time, you got to understand you might have to sacrifice till they get older. At least till they about 10, 12, 13, 14. I don't know how his kids is, but I'm just saying, man, like, dang. Females drop a baby and then all of a sudden, and males too. We drop a baby and then all of a sudden, the baby's 6 months years old and you got somebody else around them. Come on, man. Like, that's crazy work. Come on, man. You got to protect your children, man. You got to protect your children for real. That's how these kids be getting, that's how stuff be happening to these children. Because y'all too quick to have somebody else around your child, holding your child, taking your child to school, doing this, doing that, catching the slack because you lazy. You know what I mean? Or because you made a decision that you know what I'm saying, you don't want to have to face by yourself. It's like you might have to face it by yourself. You knew that broad wasn't nothing when you had children with her. You knew that dude wasn't nothing when you had children with him. Right? And on his side, it's like you arguing with a female who not even your children's mother in front of your children, bro. What are you doing? Now I agree that he did the right thing by feeding his kids. He did the right thing by feeding his kids. He'd be a fool to feed her over his children. He'd be a fool. You know what I mean? But at the same time, and I agree with him too, as well as he said, if you put this out there in the ethos, on the internet sphere, you know what I mean, for the internet to know the situation, a lot of men is gonna agree with me, and a lot of females are gonna be in my DMs, and they would, because they're gonna be like, you was right, she shouldn't have did that, blah, 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 blah. You a real man. Most dudes don't even take care of their kids. Woo-de-woo. A lot of females will be in his DMs for sure. But it'll be a lot of dudes that'll be in her DMs simping as well. You know what I mean? And we know they would. They'll be up in their DMs talking about, oh, he a lame, come deal with me, baby. I got enough money to feed my children and you, and da-da-da-da. And I would have never had you eat last, baby. You woo-woo. All that lame man, listen. You know how it'll be. It'll be some character dudes who will be sitting up in there, trying to pander to her and stuff like that. But, on both sides, you know what I mean? It's going to be women who going to be telling him he writing them. But if you presented this to a group of men, they for sure going to side with him. But they also going to tell him, bro, why would you have that, you know what I'm saying? Why would you have that female in there around your kids in the first place? Like, you out of pocket. You know what I mean? What are you doing? And I understand he looked like he probably be wanting to kick in and want to have fun and have a good time and all this stuff. And that's all cool and fine and dandy, right? But it's a time for that, man. It's a time to be a father, and it's a time that sometimes, a lot of times, you know what I mean, you might not be able to do both. I'm not saying you can't find a female and kick it with her for, a year, 2 years, 3 years, however long it take you to feel comfortable enough with letting her around your children. But you need to know her for an extended period of time. He talking about he just met this girl. He admitted that. He said, I just met you. And that's why you having the issue that you having, because you just met a girl and you let her into your house. And now she thinking you a goofy for real, because she probably thinking in the back of her head, like, I don't even know this dude. He got me in the house with his kids. And she going in on you about not feeding her first, calling him inconsiderate. Now, that's another thing I want to touch on, is the fact that it never ceases to amaze me, right? How when women don't get their way in a situation, they go to throwing insults at you. Whether it's, you telling her something about herself. Oh, you must not like women. Oh, you must be gay. Oh, you must be this. Oh, you must be that. Oh, you must be you're inconsiderate. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. Whenever they're not getting their way, this is why you can't listen to them, because whenever they're not getting their way, they result straight to manipulation, like gaslighting instantly. Instantly, they result to manipulation and gaslighting. It's best for you to take your feelings out of the situation and not let what she say affect you or hurt you. Because I done seen this on many occasions where a woman will be not be getting her way, and then she will throw out ad hominems and stuff to hurt your feelings, or stuff to make you turn around and do what she wants you to do. Like I done seen, take for example, situation where you telling a woman about herself, and she gonna turn around and be like, "Oh, you must be gay for saying that about me, for talking about a woman like that. You must be gay. You must be this. You must be that." And the dude would be like, "I'm not gay. What you talking about?" So in order to prove to her that he not gay, he'll stop talking about whatever it is he was addressing with her. And it's like, bro, now you got to take your feelings out of it. Don't never hold your tongue just because somebody say you said. You got to know who you are. Don't hold your tongue just because. I see a lot of dudes doing that. You know, they like, I don't even want to tell her nothing because then she's going to be talking about I'm this and I'm that and I'm a girl and I'm da-da-da. Like, what you care for? I don't care. I don't care what she say. I know who I am. I know who I am 100%. I don't care nothing about what she's talking about. You know what I mean? And I've seen this in this situation a little bit. He didn't care, but at the same time he did. Like, she was like, you inconsiderate. He like, what? What? And then he keep on arguing with her. It's like, man, look, she called me inconsiderate. Hey, look, hey. I'm going to need you to leave the premises. You know what I mean? I'm going to need you to leave the premises. You know what I'm saying? Then she gonna tell the kids, y'all dad weird. What? See, I don't even want it to go this far. That's why I wouldn't even bring no female around my child. You know what I mean? Unless I really, 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 really know her and have known her for exterior. You're going to have to sacrifice something for me to even bring you around my child. I got to know you willing to die for me or something. You can't just be no random. You know what I mean? For real. You know? Because if she had took it there with me, it'd have went somewhere far left. You telling my kids I'm weird? Like, why would you ever feel comfortable to tell my children something like that? You must be out your mind. I'd have told her when she first started talking, and please exit stage left. You know, please exit stage left. You see that door? Yeah, don't let it hit you with a good Lord split you. You know what I mean? For real. For real. You know? But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I think that was crazy. The whole thing is just crazy. It's through it. Through it. They both through it. She more through it than him, but they both through, if you ask me. You know, but y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'm going to check with y'all on the next one, man. Peace.